Breaking news of Gary Russell finally making his return to the boxing ring. Gary Russell will be defending his WBC title against Magsayo on January 22, 2022. So we starting the year with a bang. For the people that don't know, Magsayo is one of Manny Pacquiao prodigies. He's a heavy-handed boxer puncher that's undefeated. So this has all the making of a good fight. A tough fight, in fact, for Gary Russell because he is coming off almost a 2-year layoff. If it wasn't for the layoff, this wouldn't have been such a dangerous fight for Gary Russell. Furthermore, a lot of people had flooded my comment section and DMs on Instagram asking me why I'm not reporting on the news of Gary Russell supposedly fighting Gervonta Tank Davis next, since they in heavy negotiations. But every time I asked someone for the source, they responded with none. All I received in return was, "Oh, that's what some people are reporting." Well, listen, if you don't hear me, Akhi, or DBN, Dante's Boxing Nation, if us new media did not report the news, then the news is not real. It's not true. I mean, at the end of the day, or at least the night, anybody could go on the net and make fake news. But if you want the real news, the factual information, that's when you come here to us new media. Because I could guarantee you, Gary Russell is not negotiating with Gervonta Tank Davis, nor is Gary Russell fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. And the proof is in the pudding because Gary Russell is officially fighting Magsayo next. This fight is official, ladies and gents, so that means they have been negotiating for weeks. Therefore, any other news of Gary Russell supposedly negotiating with Gervonta, so on and so forth, is simply not true. And last but not least, Gary Russell is a terrific fighter. He knows the art of boxing. However, that's not enough today. Fighters have to know the business side of boxing just as well. I mean, Gary Russell is a perfect example. He passed out on so many great opportunities. And I'm not even talking about the Devin Haney fight. I'm more so talking about the Josh Warrington fight, a unification fight that Gary Russell turned down $1 million to knock out Josh Warrington in less than 3 rounds. Because if Gary Russell fought Josh Warrington, it probably would have took less than that for Gary Russell to get Josh Warrington out of there. And ironically, an unknown fighter named Lara did the honors. So the point here, Gary Russell have not made the best business decisions for his career. And the best thing to do now for Gary Russell is to stay active as much as possible. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Ak TV. Peace, and I'm on to the next one.